What's good, everybody? It's your boy Dakota. I've just done so many takes of this video. You have no idea, but I'm just here to tell you thank you so much for supporting the show. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel, leave this video a little like, leave it a little comment. If you're an audio person, leave me a little 5 stars, maybe leave me a little review. Whatever you can manage, it all means a lot and it all helps. And go ahead and check out all the links I got in the description to support both myself and whoever the guest is this week. I always try to make sure that I leave links in the description so that you can follow the fighters once the show is debuted. And I hope you enjoy this episode. All right, welcome to episode 117 of the Slip and We podcast. I'm back with my guy Justin Pauldo, fresh off yet another dominant stoppage win on Probox TV. Champ, congratulations on the win. Just real quick, give me an assessment of your performance and how you felt in there.
I think it was a good performance, and every fight calls for something different. I had to dig down the tank a little bit. The guy came in very tough. He was a little tougher than what I expected, but he was a pretty strong, awkward guy, and he came to put on a good fight, and I think I done well. I broke him down to the body, and I got him out of there.
So it became a dominant win, right? But early on in that fight, he had some good speed. There was in the second round, you landed that right uppercut, and he kind of timed you with a left hook. What were some of the things kind of early on that were awkward about him, or that maybe took you a minute to figure out?
He just had an awkward rhythm. That's it. But I think after him catching me with that shot, it really woke me up, and I came back out the third round and got the jab going, and then I just went to press forward and work the body a lot. And think after that, everything went great.
What was crazy to me, bro, was when he clipped you, you could see your legs went out for a second, but then you immediately had him missing. Like somehow, even though your legs weren't fully there, you were able to react in that moment. How were you able to, I guess, react and recover that quickly, even with your legs not under you, and still be able to be like locked in enough to be making him miss?
Yeah, well, he caught me with a good shot, and I think it was just an equilibrium shot. It was on the temple, so it kind of just knocked your balance off a little bit. But I recovered well. Right when he caught me, I knew I was very aware of what was going on. I could see all the other shots coming, so I just wanted to remain careful and make sure I didn't get caught with another shot that could potentially hurt me. So I knew the bell was getting ready to ring, so I just wanted to back up to my corner and be safe and get out the round and come back and be dominant in the next round.
What was the adjustment that you made after that moment?
Well, really just stand behind the jab more. But really, when he caught me, I don't think I made too much of a mistake. I could have probably brought my hand back a little quicker, but it was just a perfect shot. He just really just timed me. I went for the uppercut, and he just seen the opening, I guess, and he threw the left hook. But it was really I wasn't so much worried about that shot again. I knew I'm a pretty smart guy. Like once he hit me with that one time, I was going to take that out of play. I wasn't worried about getting hit with that shot again, and I knew I could take his best shot from there on. So I knew once I get the jab going and break him down to the body, that would take everything out of him.
How was his power like relative to other guys? Because Rockamole is a pretty good puncher, right? You've been in with some guys that can hit. Madueno, how was his power relatively speaking?
Well, I think he had pretty good power, okay power, but more than the power, I think was just really a good shot because I was able to continue to walk him down. Even early in the fight, I think that's why I got kind of caught. I was trying to walk him down a little too early, trying to take it to him because I really wasn't worried about his power. But I think probably Madueno hit a little harder than him. Madueno was a big 35-pounder, so he was very strong. But it's really not so much about the power. It's just about if you get hit with a shot that you don't see, it can hurt you. So you gotta just be careful and always keep your hands up and bring your hands back and stay focused in there.
Well, right. And I remember there was like a moment where Ronnie was telling you in the corner, he was like, you don't got to load up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? If you get numbers on him, he's not going to be able to keep up with the volume,
yeah,
basically.
yes, absolutely. Just putting the punches together and just staying on top of them. And I knew that I was breaking them down. Around the fifth to
Yeah.
sixth round, once I
Yeah.
started just putting the combinations together and touching, I'm a strong guy anyway, so I don't need to load up. As long as I'm touching, I'm going to break guys down, and that's what happened.
That's one of the things I was going to ask you. Was there a specific moment where you were like, okay, I got this guy. I'm not just winning the rounds now. Like if I press this guy, I can get him out of here.
Well, after about the fourth, I started figuring, okay,
Yeah.
he's starting to slow. I could feel it, and then especially once I started getting to the body world, I could tell from how he was reacting. He didn't like the body shots at all. So my mindset was just to stay in the body, stay in the body. And then after that seventh round, I was back in the corner. I was saying, this is going to be the last round coming. This eighth round, I'm going to get him out of there. And he wound up quitting the stool.
Did that surprise you? Did you think he was going to keep going?
I thought he was going to come back out, but I guess the beating I put on him in the seventh round, he didn't want any more.
So the last time you were on the show,
Mhm.
we talked a little bit about like, in terms of the types of guys that you want to fight next, you're just looking above, right? You're
Yeah,
just looking up
absolutely.
who you want is those ranked above. Are you ranked in any of like the sanctioning bodies? Do you
Yeah,
know?
I'm ranked number 11 in the WBC right now.
Okay, cool. Because I was looking at Boxrec and they had you number 11 at lightweight right now, and
Yeah,
the list of guys that there's even some guys below you that are fantastic as well. Like
yeah.
Andy Cruz and some other guys. Cruz is getting ready to fight Murataya, but that 10 above you is full of some killers, man.
That
Like,
I'm one of the killers myself, so
yeah.
I'm ready to get in there with any of them.
Is there anybody that kind of catches your eye or that you feel like that's the guy that I want?
I really ain't into picking and choosing.
Yeah.
I take whoever I can get, whoever willing to give me an opportunity at a big fight. That's what I'm gonna step in the ring with, and that's who I'll beat. So I'm not really into saying different guys named this guy, that guy, because that's really not important to me. The exact person is nothing personal. It's about the position they got and the position I want. So if they're above me, I want their position. If they got a title, I want their title, and that's just how I look at it.
So obviously you got buzzed early and recovered really quickly, right? How would you kind of respond to maybe the criticism that, oh, well, this guy was able to catch him. There's other big punchers in the division. Like how would you kind of respond to that?
Well, at this level, all guys can punch, and anybody can be hurt. And we just have to see. I got great defense. I might have underestimated this guy a little bit and got caught with a shot I shouldn't have got caught with. But more than anything, you have to look at the way I recovered. I think that's more important. The way I came back, and I never touched the canvas. Um, every shot after that, I made a miss. So whatever they want to take from it, I let them take that from it. But I know who I am. I know I can dish it. And I know I can take it just as well as I can dish it. So we have to see when I step in the ring with anybody who have anything to say like that.
And listen, I felt like people said that about Abdullah Mason. He had a fight, or last year maybe, where he got buzzed early in the fight, and I feel like even now there's people kind of holding that over his head. But the reality of the situation was he turned around and knocked that guy out in the next
Yeah.
round. So, like you said, I think how somebody responds when they get clipped is really what you should be looking for.
Yeah, and especially if a guy didn't just go right, I didn't get hit and go out or anything like that.
Right.
I got wobbled, and at this top level, where I'm hitting, anybody can be hurt. It don't even matter about sometimes the guys who's not even known as big punches can hurt you if they hit you with a good shot. So you just have to be careful. That's all it is.
I'd love to get your thoughts because it was just announced this week. It's relevant in the sport, but the fight between Shakur and Tiafimo got announced, and to me, I mean, that's two of the best young guys in boxing right now. What are your thoughts on that matchup, and how do you see that playing out potentially?
I think it's a great fight and it's excellent for the sport. Two young guys willing to go in there and put it all on the line. Both of these guys have already accomplished great things in their careers, and the winner of this, the sky's the limit is going to skyrocket them. But I think it's a great fight. You have Shakur with the great distance and timing and just understanding his range, and then Tio is very explosive and athletic, and he can do just about anything in there. When he's on, he's on. So being that it's a big fight that's going to bring the best out of both guys, and right now I really can't pick who will probably be the winner, but it's going to be a great, excellent fight.
How would you approach a fight with a guy like Tio, who it's like a little tough to know sometimes what you're gonna get with him? Like sometimes he looks like he could be a pound for pound type of talent, and then he has fight like the Jermaine Ortiz fight. There's certain performances, certain styles that seem to bother him. How would you approach somebody that kind of unpredictable?
Well, first off, you always have to. I will prepare for the best Tio, the absolute best version of Tio, and from what we've seen, sometimes guys with a lot of good footwork, foot movement. give T.O. problems. So that would probably be the key to T.O. Not standing right in front of him, using different angles, using your footwork, standing behind your jab, and being smart in there with him.
I was trying to think of like a historical context for that fight, but there's certain things about that fight. It kind of reminds me of like Floyd versus Zab. I think we're
Yes,
like similar age. So I'm sure you watched that fight back in
yes,
the day,
absolutely,
but
yes.
it's like two guys that have similar athletic talent. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? But one
Yeah,
guy's mentally able to stay switched on for a
yeah,
little longer. And it to me, that looks like it might be Shakur.
yes,
Does that make sense?
yes. That was the perfect matchup to look at to compare this fight to. I think I didn't even never had thought about that, but Um, that's pretty smart. I think that T.O. is the very more athletic guy. Like Hazard was kind of quicker than Floyd early on
Yeah.
in the fight, but Floyd was able to stay focused, and then that would be Shakur. Shakur is very smart fighter, cerebral, and I don't think he never get out of his element. He's never get too rattled. So it's gonna be a chess match. Who can employ their style on the other more? It's gonna be tick for tat, I think.
I think that's what makes it a great fight. To
Yeah,
me,
very
is
good.
it's two guys that are at the very top of their game
Yes,
right now. And to
yes,
me, I guess the edge that I would give to Shakur is just his ability to stick with it for a
yes,
little longer.
yes.
Um, Bro, tell me a little bit about Ronnie Shields, man.
Oh man,
Tell me
Ronnie's
about
great,
him.
man. Yes, Ronnie's great. He's all business. He's I've learned a lot from him. I've been here almost 10 years now with Ronnie Shields, so it's been great. He always has drilled all the fundamentals on me, and it's been a long relationship, man. We're getting closer to the world title now, and I think that this was just a match made in heaven for me. When I first got here, I was young, and now I'm a little older, so the relationship it changes. Like, and
Right.
but at the same time, he's taught me a lot, man, and I'm just thankful for him.
What are some of like, you talk about having worked with him for 10 years now. What are some of the things like you feel like you've developed in the last decade with him or some of the lessons he's been able to pass on to you?
Well, the main lesson I always say is discipline, and just remaining professional, being a true professional. And now that I'm one of the older guys in the gym, I like to give a lot of knowledge and pass knowledge down to the younger fighters, and just be a leader. That's the main thing.
It's weird how quickly that happens, right? You become
Yes,
like one of the older
time
guys.
flies. Yeah, I came in the gym. I was one of the younger ones. I was probably about the youngest at one point in the gym, and now I'm probably the second to the oldest. I got probably some more fights than just about everybody else. And yeah, times change. Now I'm one of the vets in the gym, so it's great.
Justin, I'm a big fan, bro. I've really enjoyed your last couple of performances. I think that, in terms of who's in the mix at lightweight right now, I think you could get dropped in with any one of them and could win on any given night. And it's been a lot of fun to watch these last couple fights this year.
Thank you, man. I appreciate all of the support, and thank you for watching and tuning in.
What do you hope that 2026 holds for you?
Big fight opportunities,
Yeah.
world title eliminators or world title shot. That's the goal. 2026 is my year. It's my time. I think I've been battle tested. I've been in there. I've been in fights. I've proved myself, and it's time to go now.
Well, I really appreciate you spending some time with us today. Is there anybody anywhere you want to shout out before we wrap it up?
Just I'd like to give a thanks to all the fans who watch me. Shout out to Probox for putting on this great show and giving me a platform to perform on. Shout out to my management team, Fighters First, for always putting me in the right situations. And shout out to my whole team, Randy Shields, Latravia Pierce, Daquan Pauldo, my brother. Um, and that's it, man. Thank you for having me on also.
Absolutely, brother. Shout out to Probox, man. I'm always like that to me, at least in terms of like really having consistent fight dates and making it easy to watch boxing. I feel like they're doing some of the best work out right now.
Yes, absolutely. They're doing a great job.
All right, Justin. Thank you, brother. We'll talk soon again this year. Good luck.
Thank you, man. Take care.